Life is a journey filled with peaks and valleys, moments of triumph, and stretches of doubt. For each person, the path to success is rarely a straight line. It twists through adversity, wins around obstacles, and sometimes disappears altogether, leaving us searching for a foothold. But in those moments, when the road seems darkest and the summit farthest, the true test is not how easily we ascend, but how steadfastly we refuse to give up. Imagine a young woman named Maya, whose dream was to become a renowned architect. From the time she was a child, she had been captivated by buildings, the way sunlight played on their surfaces, the stories they seemed to tell through their shapes and spaces. With a sketchbook always in hand, Maya filled pages with designs, each one more ambitious than the last. Her family supported her passion, but she was raised in a small town where opportunities were few and resources limited. When Maya finally left home to attend university, she faced challenges she'd never imagined. The city was overwhelming. Her classmates seemed more prepared, their portfolios thicker, their confidence unshakable. Maya's designs were met with polite nods, but never the enthusiasm she had hoped for. Her first project was a disaster. Her model collapsed just hours before the presentation, and her final grades suffered. She questioned herself. Was she really cut out for this? Did her dreams truly matter? But Maya remembered something her grandmother had told her. Success is not for those who never fall, but for those who rise every time they do. Holding on to these words, Maya resolved not to give up. She spent late nights in the studio, learning from her mistakes, seeking feedback, and refining her skills. She volunteered for extra projects, enduring setbacks and criticism, yet always returning with renewed determination. During a particularly tough semester, Maya's father fell ill, and she had to return home to help her family. Her studies suffered, and she was forced to take a leave of absence. The months at home were difficult, filled with uncertainty and fear for her father's health. Maya worried that her dream was slipping away. Yet, in the quiet moments of tending to her family, she found unexpected inspiration. She began sketching designs for affordable, accessible housing, driven by the needs she saw in her own community. When she was finally able to return to university, Maya brought with her a new sense of purpose. Her professors noticed the change, not just in her designs, but in her attitude. She was no longer the student who doubted herself, but one who had faced adversity and emerged stronger. Her project on sustainable community housing won her a scholarship and an internship at a prestigious firm. The recognition was hard-won, the result of perseverance through every setback. Maya's story is not unique. Every person who has ever achieved something great has faced moments of doubt and defeat. Thomas Edison failed hundreds of times before inventing the light bulb. J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Nelson Mandela spent decades in prison before leading his country to freedom. The common thread among all these stories is resilience, the refusal to give up when the odds seem insurmountable. Resilience is built in small moments, when you choose to get back up after being knocked down. It grows when you stay true to your vision, even when others cannot see it. It is forged in the fire of adversity, tempered by the lessons you learn from your failures. The journey to success is not defined by the absence of struggle, but by the determination to keep moving forward, one step at a time. No matter where you are in life, you will face obstacles. There will be days when your efforts seem to go unnoticed, when progress is slow, and the world feels indifferent to your dreams. In those moments, Remind yourself that every setback is a stepping stone, every failure a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to grow. The greatest achievements are often born from the deepest struggles. Consider the story of the bamboo tree. For years after it is planted, nothing seems to happen. It is watered, nurtured, and cared for, but there is no sign of growth. Then, suddenly, in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up, growing several feet in just a matter of weeks. The years of unseen growth below the surface prepared it for its moment of rapid ascent. So it is with our own journeys, the work and perseverance we invest, even when results are not immediately visible, lay the foundation for future success. Success is not about talent alone. It is about persistence, discipline, and the courage to continue despite difficulties. It is about believing in yourself when no one else does, holding on to your vision when others doubt, and pushing through the pain and disappointment. At times, you may need to change your approach, adapt to new circumstances, or seek guidance, but never let go of your dream. If you feel lost or discouraged, take a moment to reflect on why you began your journey. What was it that sparked your passion? What vision did you hold in your heart? Reconnect with that purpose. Let it fuel your efforts, and let it remind you that every struggle has meaning. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, but remember that the greatest source of strength comes from within. Celebrate small victories along the way. Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Take pride in your progress and use setbacks as motivation to work harder, learn more, and grow stronger. Remember, the road to success is long and winding, but every journey begins with a single step. A step taken with hope, determination, and the unwavering belief that you can achieve greatness. So, as you ascend toward your dreams, let perseverance be your companion. When challenges arise, face them with courage. When failures occur, greet them with resilience. When doubts creep in, silence them with faith in yourself. Never give up, for your greatest achievements may lie just beyond the next obstacle. The world is waiting for your story, a story of triumph, not in spite of adversity, but because you refuse to let it define you. Keep climbing, keep striving, and let your journey be an inspiration to others. In the end, it is not how fast you reach the summit that matters, but how bravely you persevere along the way.